being neurodivergent, dyslexic, autistic, ADHD, not good at maths, not good at English, any of those things, problems with executive function, does not stop you being able to home educate your children. So I home educated both my kids from day one. My eldest went to college at 16 or 17, can't quite remember, did the equivalent of GCSEs in 8 months, did the equivalent of A-levels in 2 years, and is now at university. My youngest tried going to college, didn't like it, and is now doing online learning. I am dyslexic, autistic, ADHD. I have executive dysfunction issues. I'm a bit of a geek, but I'm not anything special. And I home educated my children because I left them to learn at their own pace. You don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to have skills in any particular areas. You just have to be a human being who cares about your kids. My kids are autistic, probably ADHD, probably slightly dyslexic, and my eldest taught themselves to read at 11 and a half, so first year at secondary school. My daughter taught herself to read at 5. They're from the same parents, in the same environment, just shows you that all children are different. So if you're hearing stories about the fact that you need to be a teacher, or you can't do it because you're autistic, or you can't do it because you're dyslexic and you can't write English, and you can't do it because you're not good at maths, don't worry, because my kids taught themselves things. All I did was facilitate their learning, take them to groups when they wanted to go, do exciting things, give them the opportunities to learn when they wanted to, and they did it all on their own. So we did autonomous learning. We didn't do any structured learning. We didn't have a timetable. We didn't sit down at certain times to do certain lessons. We didn't have lessons in that sort of way. They learnt through living. They learnt through mixing with people. I still don't know how my eldest taught themselves to read. We were hoping that they would be able to tell us, but they don't know how they did it. Just one day they said, I can read. You don't need to read out subtitles from films anymore. We still don't know how. Because as long as you don't lock your kids in a box, they are going to absorb things. People want to know stuff. People want to know what's going on. They're going to learn unless, as I said, you stick them in a box. So if you're listening to anything saying you can't do it because of this, you can't do it, if you don't know maths, you can't teach your kids, if you're not good at English, you can't teach your kids, it's rubbish. If you want to know more, you can get in touch with me, because obviously I've done it. My kids are now both adults. As I said, there's one at university, there's one who's doing online learning to suit both their different personalities, and it's fine.